This college basketball picks and American East, Big Sky, and Southland edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Kalshi. Make real money predicting sports. Kalshi is available in all 50 states, and you get $20 free with promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, promo code SGPN.
This is Coach June Jones, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
To the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Got a day doubleheader.
Oh yes, doubling up because we got a lot of college hoops to get to. If you're watching live, we earlier or last episode, if you're on the podcast audio, we broke down Friday's slate. Now we're jumping ahead, talking Saturday and the American East, Big Sky, and Southland. Joining us on the line, a man who's never met a conference he doesn't love, Colby Dant, aka Pick Dundee.
Doesn't he hate all the conferences?
Well, he hates SEC, but he likes all these small conferences, right?
I thought I told you guys, maybe you should look back at page 264 of my contract. No recording during Arch Madness. All right.
Yeah.
This is a gesture of goodwill right here, but good God, guys, I got 2 minutes left. Drake Bulldogs hanging on by 3, and you're sitting here asking me this bullshit. What's going on here?
It is one of the best conferences out there, so I could see why you'd be upset. Fortunately, only one game's on because, as we discussed on the episode you might have listened to earlier in the day or yesterday, they dropped the ball by not flooding us with daytime basketball. That's why we were able to do this, Colby.
Well, that's that Cody Campbell shit where the TV act where all of a sudden you go to market with that. We're gonna. My brain might blow up. My wife's rooting against it secretly. I think. No. I don't want him to. I'll be up at 6 a.m. previewing games. I already am up at 6 a.m, but I'll just stay going. You know what I mean? But anyway, this weekend, guys. Besides the tournament games, if you took a sneak peek of the schedule, there's no reason to do anything. Like I know you got March Madness going. Like you gotta come up if you're listening to this and you're thinking strategically, like, well, the tournament's right around the corner. I'm gonna make it a family weekend. You're fucking up. All right, you save that until April.
We sleep in April. I'm going to a gala on Saturday night. Did you hear about this, Colby?
I got invited. How was the play the other night?
The play was great. They did not. Oh, you know what?
Hang out with some thespians after.
Yes, got some sweet thespian on thespian action. They did not have hard alcohol. They did have IPAs.
Me and Kramer were all. But I
thought we were retarded for even bringing it up.
Well, they had a full bar. I don't know what their deal was, but they did. We went out to eat before, and I got a giant Cadillac margarita. Double.
Smart.
So I was
with salt or without salt.
Oh yeah, with salt.
Me too. I like the salt. Kramer strikes me as a no salt type of guy.
What do you mean? I like the salt.
Kramer invited me to a gala on Saturday night, so I had to get my enough going on.
My wife
and I had to get my shirt dry cleaned. Had to go to the dry cleaner. Shout out to my dry cleaner. Their name for the dry cleaner is US #1 Cleaners. Love those people.
Is he right across the street from the studio?
No, that's a different guy. I think that you're thinking
I've used that guy a couple times. I love. He tells me the story of Jim Carrey coming in there once every time. So 1995, Jim Carrey come here.
Like, well, yeah, I mean there was it's #1 US Cleaners. Asian lady runs a tight ship. Shout out to her, nice lady. And looking forward to my nice outfit ready to go for this big gala that Kramer invited me to.
And I should note that the dry cleaners it was Jim Carrey 1, not Jim Carrey 2.
Oh, so the before, yeah, the organic Jim Carrey.
Yes. The real Jim Carrey went there, not the phony.
You know, it's a very Hollywood thing where they'll have the celebrity headshot of someone who came to this random restaurant.
Signed usually.
Yeah. My
Chuck's
favorite
gas station had Sean Connery there.
The gas station across the street. There's some great ones. The pizza place has Mario Lopez up there. My all-time favorite though is there was a pharmacy in Hollywood that one of the signed photos they had even after she passed away, they kept it up, was Anna Nicole Smith,
nice.
A woman who died from a prescription pill overdose. Hey, you guys might be like accessory to murder, and you're not. She got her oxycodone right here at the Hollywood. Proud to serve Anna Nicole Smith, lithium.
How do you think she was getting those pills? She's bringing headshots to the CVS.
Can I get a there's those giant cans? This little Armenian guy behind the counter. Yes, ma'am. I get you all the pills.
I know this used to be like you know, a bunch of corporate America has come into Hollywood Boulevard, but Kramer, I know you lived right there. Hollywood Boulevard they used to have like Dos Burritos and a bunch of these like little shitty pizza shops that were terrible pizza, right?
Oh yeah,
dude. Some of the Walk of Fame that they have on the wall there, the star. I mean, like the pictures of the celebs that have signed there. Like, I mean, that is gold. Like, I know most of them are gone now. But you'd be sitting there drunk last night. You'd be like, "What the fuck?" You know, like you'd be drunk and you get a slice of pizza.
So if you're familiar with with Hollywood Boulevard and you know where the LA Fitness essentially spawned up around 2004ish, maybe 2005, across the street is a liquor store. Now, if I don't even know if it's still there, but if you weren't aware of what it was, if you go back and watch old Jackass videos, one of them maybe Steve-O lived in the area, and they did a lot of stuff at this liquor store. Anyway, the liquor store had that was the first place where I saw the inappropriate, where I thought, hey, that's a little weird. They have headshots of people signed up in the liquor store on Hollywood Boulevard. So, yeah, but some of those always struck me as like, are these real or are they fake?
Yeah, I didn't, because it wasn't them. It wasn't a photo of them in the shop. It was just a headshot,
prepared
signed.
headshot.
Yeah, and one of them, I swear, like, what was the dude's name that killed his wife? That I think he got off on it.
Oh,
like
Phil
Spector. No, this was Robert Blake. Robert Blake.
This is a keep going. You have something on Robert Blake? Because
I remember being drunk several times right next to the Hollywood Roosevelt. I used to live right behind it, and the pizza shop had like a big. Oh, I mean, they had like 20 photos, but one of them was Robert Blake, and I'm like, you know, this guy killed his wife. They got him on the fucking
legend. This was when I was going to school at CSUN back in the day. Shout out to the Matadors. First day of class, the professor at some like humanities class, she comes in and she just goes, hey, looking forward to the class. One thing, it's all over the news. I have to mention it because you might know. I obviously don't want to talk about it, but Robert Blake is my dad. Okay. Robert Blake's daughter, which was wild. She didn't really want to talk about the case. Kramer, I just sent you a photo. We have to talk about this real quick because we're talking Hollywood. We're talking stars.
I was just thinking we probably could do a whole Patreon episode.
Just behind random the celebrities behind the scenes.
Paris Hilton took a DUI right in front of my apartment. It was fantastic.
So if you're a fan of the TV show Succession, the one character who is I'm blanking his name. The actor's name is Alan Ruck. The pizza place right across from the pharmacy I was just describing, he crashed his truck into the pizza place. I mean, nice he must Rivian. Have been, must have really been.
That looks like a fucking church, dude. What pizza place is that?
It's right next to it. It's the, he's a Connor Roy. He plays on Succession, if you know that show. But yeah, he.
How can you be that bad of a driver?
I don't know, man. I understand being drunk, but like, how do you miss the intersection so bad that you're crashing into a pizza place? The irony is he probably had a signed headshot in the pizza place,
and he's probably got some in the truck ready to go.
Yeah, giving him out. Here you go. Save by 10 will clear things up.
Don't give me that breathalyzer. Don't give me that breath. Here you go. Here you go. Look, it's framed and everything. Yeah, I mean, I've always wondered how bad of a driver you have to be. Remember the like the one that was close to my house in Venice, or a couple blocks away, was Ann Hesh. Right, Ann Hesh just drove into a fucking house and then couldn't get out of the car. And a car caught fire and she died. I'm like, how is that possible?
Billy Joel had some good ones.
I can tell Colby hasn't been living the lifestyle for long enough.
Well, wait, that road, if you know the West Side, you can't get fast speeds on that road because they have the speed bumps. Yeah.
You want to dive in. You want to do some internet searching on Ann Heche.
Ooh.
And maybe a reason. Maybe she was erased, and it's not that she had an accident. You know what I mean?
Okay, that could make a lot of sense because I'm telling you, that house, we would drive by it every day, like me and my wife, and I was just theorizing. I was like, you can't get up to 50 miles an hour because these speed bumps will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, how do you die crashing into a house at 25 miles an hour? You know, like maybe 30. Like what? I
would say Ann Heche and Paul Walker. You want to look into those a little bit.
Wait, they're both died? I didn't know Ann Heche died.
No, she died in that accident, Sean. It looked like this. It looked like this.
Oh,
into a garage in a residential area of Venice Beach.
Yes, now I'm remembering. And it was one of these things that wasn't there like video of them taking her from the scene, and then she died from the injuries later. And married to Ellen, who is man, I can see why the conspiracy people
I'm telling
have a field day. More questions than answers.
Impossible that you died. And nowadays, and that was like a new car. She driving like a Tesla.
Yeah. Colby,
you hit
Colby, it's getting a little too hot on this show. You don't want the wrong people taking notice that we're taking notice. Save this for more questions than answers. But I do think we need to do a Hollywood Tales Patreon episode.
Yeah, because we have a bunch of first-hand experience.
I'm gonna beat you guys because I got drunk with Uncle Paulie from Rocky at the Woods at 4:00 in the afternoon. It was just me, him, and like two of my friends.
Was this definitely the real guy, or is this?
This was the real. I have a photo. I have a photo. Yeah.
Or is this like the random Apollo Creed?
Well, Apollo, I didn't talk to. Like this one, and he did punch me, by the way.
We were at the private airport hangar, and Colby's like, I swear to God, that's Apollo Creed right there. Just
his name's Carl Weathers. His name's Carl Weathers. All right. It turns out I still think it might have been. We got some bad intel. Right? No, it looked a lot like Carl Weathers.
That was one of the fun because it is a fun game to play, but Colby was very serious. Yeah,
it looked just like him. It looked just like him, dude. That was spot on.
They all look the same according to Colby, and I mean Hollywood actors. I don't know what.
Yeah. No, there's a lot. There's probably a lot of good tales Colby has as a bartender and someone who will just give anyone their phone number. Colby's probably got a lot of tales.
All I'm saying is that was a spinoff. Then when they made Creed, I thought that was okay. You know, all right. That I was waiting for the Paulie movie. Still waiting for the Paulie movie. I know he died, but we got AI.
That would be good. Right? Yeah,
Paulie movie. Everyone wants to know how he became working for the mob. How, come on, like this is the story that everyone wants. They gave us this bullshit Creed stuff. You know, like
it's not a movie. It's not a movie. It's an HBO show. And we find out that the whole time Rocky was being trained by a guy who was on the take, and Rocky threw some fights, and it's like a real dark tale that makes Rocky
and the
more
reason
of a
why
villain.
Mickey kept fighting for him, or fighting to be his trainer early on, was that he was in debt to the mob.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that kind of dovetails with Tyson's actual story. There's a lot of shenanigans with Customato. His story.
All right. So put that on the to-dos.
Allegedly.
Put the Hollywood patron story on the to-dos. I'll tell the story of how I almost got into a physical. I kind of did get in a physical altercation with Charlie from Mighty Ducks, or the actor that played him. At least I didn't fight a kid. He was.
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
And roasting Nikki Glazer in our garage. If you've seen the.
I see the Alexa
commercials and Alexa's roasting Nikki Glazer, and it took me back to hanging out in our garage where Kramer was actually roasting Nikki Glazer with some similar jokes that Alexa was using. Although Alexa didn't use cunt a number of times.
What's hilarious is on the 10 freeway, right before I moved, they had a big billboard of her. And I was like telling my wife, it's like, yeah, she used to be in Sean's garage doing stand up. She's like, really? And I was like, I shit you not. I shit you not.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe we'll get her on the show.
Oh yes.
No,
that's what everyone wants to hear. Where are they now? No, thanks. I think I've shared it before on the show. The only thing I've ever had to delete on the internet that I thought might not be worth having on the internet was something that was directed at Nikki Glazer. So yeah, I mean, again, I was a witness to a certain type of behavior that made me not like this person. All right, you want to talk basketball?
Let's go hoops.
All right. I said, Colby, keep it light. We got a lot of stuff to do. So he went overboard here. We might have to delete a game in flight.
I mean, this is
like when I tell my wife we're leaving in 10 minutes, it takes way longer.
Oh no. Yeah.
These are the TMZ games, guys. I mean, we could have done, I could have done, I mean, I barely hit this was an above ground pool grabbing games. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even go to the ocean for this, you know,
just getting our feet wet.
Oh, and before we get started, I should remind everyone that officially startyourfootballprogram.com.
Oh yeah.
Startyourfootballprogram.com now loads this.
Oh, there you go.
George Mason football.
Use the promo code March, get 15% off.
I'm gonna
what number are we at now, Sean? I expect this to be.
This guy wants to update every 2 seconds. He's unbelievable.
I'll let you know when we get double digits. I think we're hovering around 8.
Come on, we got to be at double digits now. Chat. What are we doing here? Like, come on, be part of something special. When you look back in 50 years. And you say, hey, I was responsible for starting that fucking program. It's going to feel good. Look, half the people go throughout life doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like this is a chance to be a part of something special, something bigger than you.
And how many kids go to George Mason again?
40,000 students. Wow. I mean, good God.
Wow.
Come on now. Look, I'm gonna have to. Can you guys buy me a taco truck? We're just gonna set up shop right outside of the university with shirts. All right, I'll just get a bunch of different colors of shirts, put them on hangers right out where you would normally order the tacos there in LA. Yeah,
he's got good energy today, Sean. I don't know what's going on. Arkansas,
I had a couple coffees. You know, haven't had much lunch because you pricks gave me a 3-hour fucking time window to get all that shit done.
Wow, he's feeling salty. Well, Arkansas heads to Columbia, Missouri, where Missouri's laying 3.5. 9 a.m. tip here on Saturday. All the games we're talking about here are on Saturday, mostly. A couple games on Sunday. This is out in the wild for some reason. This is a real number. So Missouri minus 3.5. Calipari coming off a very nice win and cover. One of my locks worth noting. Colby,
we all locked it up.
I wasn't worried about everyone else. I was kind of just a selfish tout, but yeah, we all did great. Good job, everyone.
Yeah. So Mizzou, according to Bracket Matrix, is penciled in. I think they're going to be 10 seeds, so they're not that far
on
in.
The bubble.
This is the final. Wait, what do they have left? They have This is it. Yeah. So, but this wouldn't be a bad loss. But at the same time, one thing I do like is I like Dennis Gates as a home dog more times than not. Dennis Gates as a home dog prevails. So I will give me Mizzou. Javon Porter is a game time decision.
Wait, Mizzou's favored.
What? Oh, didn't I see it as Arkansas minus 3.5, Kramer?
I don't know. We might have, we were updating this at the very last minute, but could be wrong. You were the one that saw the number. Go confirm the number.
Okay.
I would have had.
No, you're right. They are the Missouri is the dog. We have it wrong in our sheet.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's right.
Dennis Gates is a very good home dog. Like historically, one of the better coaches, I would say, at being a home dog in all of college basketball. So I'll play into that. Arkansas also, one of the things with Arkansas, even though they tend to start to turn a corner, and I think they did with the exception of the Florida game, because their young kids grow up, but there's still like a lot of young freshmen and sophomores on this team. And going into a lit environment, rivalry game, give me the more desperate team. What's that?
Missouri's been good here as of late at home. To your point, Colby, Missouri's been 4-0 ATS as a home dog. The counter is Arkansas playing really good basketball, and they've been good in this situation spot as a road favorite, 4-0 ATS. I'll go with the home team though. Kind of a more desperate team. I'll take Missouri in the points.
And just a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Not that Arkansas doesn't, but I mean, and Acuff's really good, but he is a freshman. So there is always that.
Acuff will get his, but Mizzou will limit everyone else.
Yeah. I'll take the, yeah, I'll take the home dog. I do like. This is two teams I like. I was torn for a second.
No, yeah, I'd like this Arkansas.
Actually,
team.
no. Give me Arkansas so I can be different than you guys.
Okay,
I want to try to get this for you really quick. I'm gonna ask the AI world. I'm telling you, Dennis Gates is he's 48 and 14 as a home dog.
That's pretty strong.
Yeah,
it's pretty strong. Coach Cal finishes out strong. All right, 9 a.m. Staying at 9 a.m. in beautiful Charlottesville, Virginia. You went with the
nutsack logo.
Yeah, you went with the.
This is some say this is what sold Kramer to go into Virginia Tech. Sean.
Well, I mean that's we don't have Manscaped as a sponsor, but maybe we can get the sponsor this Virginia Tech logo because that's what you look like, nice and clean after you get the manscaping.
Well, Kramer he went on a college tour. His dad took him. His mom and dad took him to a bunch of different universities, and they had a painting of this. In one of the like the hallways of the Hokies there, and he saw that and he goes, "This is the type of place for me." Right? No, I'm not going to some beach town in Florida. Give me this place here. Looks like a good old time. I'll even play on the rugby team, Dad.
Are you guys done with your sophomoric humor?
Yes.
Do you remember the South Park episode with the scrote skin coats or the scrote coats or whatever they were calling them? Because they all had anyway. Yeah, no, this is the general war turkey. Certainly an intimidating look for any young lad walking into a new place. Meanwhile, we still don't know what the fuck a wahoo is. And by the way, the Charlottesville Musketeer or wahoo or whatever you want to call him does have a feather on his cap to tickle that fresh war turkey over there. 12.5 points projected. Virginia's laying against the Hokies. Hokies win, and they are win, and definitely they have a shot of being in.
Yeah, I think Rocco Miller basically was saying on our show the other day that if they take care of Boston College, which they did,
yep,
and if they win at Virginia, he thinks they'll get in.
I tend to think that. I mean, obviously that's all they can do. Certainly would be a good win, a good recency, quad one, all checks a lot of boxes away, et cetera. So, yeah, no, I mean, what are you guys doing?
I'm all over Virginia Tech. This is when they thrive. They're great on the road and got that, should have covered that last one we talked about, but they're 7-1-1 ATS. Ultimate get up spot for them. They don't really get their ass kicked on the road. So I think they hang around at the very least. 12.5 is too much for a rivalry game. Colby, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's too many points. I do expect the Wahoos to win, but because the Hokies won the first matchup in overtime there, and
3 overtimes.
Yeah, this won't be the first nutsack on CW Network.
Sean, they did cover against North Carolina, also, by the way.
I got it at 7.
So we picked it at 8.5.
Right.
You pushed.
I think it opened at 7.5. Closed at 8.5. Yeah.
So no, closed at 7.
It closed at 7
because
that's Circa had it at 7 right when I bet it.
I think
on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't lose money on it.
No. I'm just saying they.
Well, you said they didn't cover. They also did not cover.
Yeah, they didn't cover. They pushed.
It feels more negative than it needs to be.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
You didn't lose. You didn't lose.
No, but they didn't cover. Covering is winning.
You getting the worst of the number sounds like a you problem.
Okay.
So we're all on the Hokies after all that scrotum talk.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hopefully it's not a heartbreaking loss, but I think they covered definitely.
Yeah. This team is Jekyll and Hyde. Well, also we'll be excited to see how they perform in the tourney. Houston heads to Stillwater to take on Oklahoma State. Houston projected to be laying 10.5 here, as Colby reminds the March crowd of his goatee collection here with the Cougars logo. Colby, if I had to guess, you might have the most Oklahoma State variations of their logo. I don't think he's ever doubled up on Oklahoma State in his life. I think he's like he's a dozen Oklahoma State logos deep into the slides, at least with us. Big number for Houston to be laying here. Colby, what are you doing?
Well, since you're a Hokie fan, I believe,
oh wow,
you should be rooting against, say, San Diego State on Friday night, Oklahoma State on Saturday, and a few other teams like that we'll talk about later on. But Oklahoma State, huge win at UCF. Now this is it. I mean, you get a win like this, I have to imagine that this would put you into the field. If not, then right there with maybe one win in the Big 12 tournament. It doesn't get any bigger than this. I know they've been depleted, but gutsy win in Orlando against UCF without your
that was
guy.
nice.
Yeah. Is this line real? 4.5 here?
No, it's we're projecting at 10.5.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like,
you made the slide, Colby.
I thought I took all these away. They're gonna get drilled, right? I just feel like this is
Houston's interesting, right? Like they were kind of playing with their food there with Baylor. They lost those 3 games in a row. Then they destroyed Colorado, and then they were losing to Baylor. And they came back and almost covered. But
they are in a weird spot because it does feel like Houston is in cruise control to a 2 seed.
Yeah, let's take the points. Let's take the points. This place has got to be rocking for this one. I know their crowd was great in the BYU game, but then after they had lost 5 in a row, when they went back to Stillwater, I forget who played there. Oh, when they beat West Virginia, when the big man got injured, that shit was dull. That shit was half empty. They got to be real. Now, granted, that was a Monday, but this has got to be rocking for this top 10 team. If you win this, you make a strong case that you deserve to be in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
give me the 10.5.
Yeah, let's hope they get a good whistle.
What are you doing, Kramer?
Take the points.
Yeah,
Houston's like there are multiple teams. So if you look at if you pull up any of the bracket aggregators and look at which by the way, Oklahoma State's not even really listed in like the first 4 out or the next 4 out. So again, it would be a big win, but the 2 seed line is so UConn and Florida are right there, but it's basically Houston and Illinois feel like they're just in cruise control to collecting a 2 seed. Maybe you even include Michigan State in there.
Well, we're going to talk about Ohio State in a bit, but they're projected as an 11 seed by a lot of people. VCU is at Dayton Friday night. They're dogs at Dayton, so they're probably going to lose. They're projected to be in, or maybe the first team out. Indiana plays Ohio State, so one of those teams I guess got to win. But Auburn's at Alabama, Virginia Tech's at Virginia, Cincinnati's at TCU, San Diego State's hosting a UNLV team that's incredibly hot. Cal is at Wake Forest, which I think is incredibly dangerous. So like you're looking, there's opportunity because you would say majority of these teams are going to be dogs this weekend, short of San Diego State, which just is a big favorite. But I'd say every other team we mentioned on that bubble, gigantic dogs this weekend in the final game. Whoever wins these games can jump. I think like you win against Houston, a potential 1 or 2 seed. I think they're going to be a 2, but that's good. That's enough, I think, to move the needle.
Yeah.
Win, but don't cut. They'll win by 8. That's what I'll make a specific prediction.
All right. We're all in Oklahoma State. Hey, shout out to Kalshi. If you haven't signed up with Kalshi yet, what are you waiting for? Go to download Kalshi wherever you get your apps, available in all 50 states. New traders get $20 in their account only when you use our promo code SGPN. Terms and conditions apply. Kalshi, you can trade anything. Bunch of good, obviously all the games we're talking about, you can trade them over on Kalshi. Conference winners, outright winners of the NCAA championship, all available to trade over on Kalshi. Highly recommend getting a Kalshi account. Help us, help yourself. KALSHI, promo code SGPN. Terms and conditions apply on the $20. Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna betcha. Picks, props, odds, total. Rhythm does it all, including the AI March Madness bracket generator and tournament predictions. Really cool tool. Very helpful in when bracket season comes along. AK right now, it is the request queue for the AI bracket generator is up. Get your bracket requests in now until the tournament tip off. So get them in now. Help you build a better bracket. That's RITHMM, promo code SGPN 25% off premium. That's Rhythm, RITHMM, promo code SGPN 25.
On to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where Marquette hosts UConn. As Colby highlighted in the last episode of our podcast, when talking about St. John's, that basically it's going to come down. What happens if they tie, Colby? St. John's and UConn.
I think each conference.
UConn must have it. UConn must have the tiebreaker. I think
they have a harder strength of schedule, which I believe is the nod in a lot of conferences. I don't know if the Big East specifically, if that's it.
The odds I looked at recently would suggest to me that UConn has the tiebreaker. They're laying 10.5 here, 9:30 a.m. tip on the West Coast. So can't make a mess of this one.
Oh, give me Marquette big, like 10.5. Marquette is like they've been a dark. I understand like they had maybe the one blemish. Who was that against? Against DePaul, right? But these Shaka doesn't use the portal, man. He just has these young kids growing up right in front of our face, and like a lot like Calipari to a certain extent, but they're not as good this year. But if you look at February or late January, right? This team has actually played really well. Like they've covered at Seton Hall. They should have won that game, blew a big lead, still covered, right? Home to Butler, they take care of business. At Villanova, man, they had no business losing this game. They were up 99% of this game. They lose by 3, cover with ease, right? At Xavier, they actually just that was a blemish. But home to St. John's, they had the lead with 3 minutes left. They end up losing by 6, still cover, right? They win at Georgetown by 16, right? They won at Providence the other day by 22. I'm telling you, they're a dangerous. I'm going to sprinkle them in the Big East tournament just because they're playing really good. They're young and stupid, but I'll take the 10.5 all day. I think it could be a dangerous game for UConn.
I'm with you, Colby. Marquette, interesting team, 6-10 ATS at home, but 3-0 ATS as a home dog. That's when you want to play them at home. And on the UConn side, they've been like 500 here on the road as a big favorite. Obviously they're very good, but this could be a trip up spot. I'm with you. And Marquette got nice little momentum after a big win against Providence. I think they keep this respectable.
Bill, I'm saying one blemish since February, buddy. And that is DePaul. They covered all the other games. You know what I mean? So it's like they covered, even though they lost to St. John's and Villanova, they covered and had the lead a lot of those games. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, they're no
Kramer. You like a good favorite? Team. Are you on UConn?
I was gonna say. I was just making sure. Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of agree with Bill in the chat. I'm laying it here. This is the stamp the 1 seed game for UConn.
Okay.
Period.
That is certainly UConn will be motivated.
Last time Marquette was home, they lost to DePaul by margin. That's not good.
DePaul's not bad, right?
No, we watched Villanova take care of them, no problem.
Yeah, well, that's because Villanova's awesome.
I would push back and say like that's the one sleepy game where like you don't like DePaul's always in the basement. So like for the other teams, you're like, hey, let's get up because these are young. This is like their team's like 18 years old. So
what do they
I don't
call
think
it? DePaul Day. That's what they used to call it. Not this year. DePaul's a what 6th place team in the Big East. Wild times.
They were 4th the other day, but they lost to Nova, so they could get the 5 seed.
Yeah, I'll go down with the UConn ship again here. I think this team's pretty good. I think you got Colby's getting romantic about basketball again. Fade 11 a.m. on the West Coast. Let's head to Coral Gables where Louisville takes on Miami.
We got a question in the YouTube comments. Why does the bearded guy sound like he is having a seizure every time he pronounces Louisville?
No, that's how you pronounce
he's a local.
it. That's how you pronounce it. I've been thanked for my accurate pronunciation of the city of Louisville. It's kind of like that feeling when you maybe a little dehydrated after a big meal the night before and you're in Vegas and you just gotta clean out the system. Got to give it an extra Miami pick against Louisville and Colby. You kind of have been hyping the situation up, but Miami definitely feels like they're being slept on a little bit.
Yeah, and Louisville's trash to me. Like they're getting by off their weak scheduling, and like they on the road they've been trash this year. Like look at every big test, short of them beating Kentucky. Where's the impressive like they, so what? Let's just go one by one here. They lose at Clemson. They lose at North Carolina, and like some of those scores they dressed up a little bit. They lose at SMU, who has a pulse. They did win. That's not really at Baylor. That was in a neutral, but Baylor's trash this year, right? At Duke, obviously they lose by 31, right? So it's like who have they beat? At Stanford they lose, right? Okay, at Cal is probably their best road win in conference, right? And they hosted Kentucky, so I'm all.
I'm with you. I think on top of that, you've been given Jai Lucas his flowers, but good coaching job this year. I think this is a team we're going to end up betting on in March. I would imagine
100%. And
it's in the blood, man, with his dad.
They're peaking at the right time. And then to your point, Colby, Louisville, one of the worst teams against the number on the road, 2-8 ATS. I'm with you. Miami's the play.
Do we think Miami's going to be laying? Because like this potentially, if Miami is not favored, this potentially could be an angle play as well, Sean. Where I think there's a chance. Oh no, I'm sorry. Most places have Louisville favored in this one slightly. So, quite the opposite.
And that's a big game as far as seeding goes. Miami, like with Virginia, if Virginia were to lose, so Miami's
two.
They could. But Carolina's also right on their ass. We'll talk about them in a bit. So it's like you're trying to solidify at least the 3 seed.
Yeah, you want the double bye, definitely. Vanderbilt, Tennessee. So we're all on Miami. Two shows in a row. I'm on the Canes. Interesting. And that win against SMU is no real sweat. Vanderbilt, Tennessee, big rivalry game here in Knoxville. Tennessee and Rick Barnes laying 3.5. Again, these are all projected numbers.
I can't get that last Tennessee. This game happened like 2 weeks ago, and Tennessee stormed back from down double digits and stole that game. But in my head, I'm like, oh, does that mean revenge for Vanderbilt? I don't think so. I think this is a hard building to win it. I'll take the Vols laying the number. The Doors they've been struggling a little bit down the stretch too. So I hope Vanderbilt wins the fucking, the national championship, but they've taken some major injuries. Frankie Collins and So,
Vanderbilt, I think, peaked too early. To your point, Colby, like
BYU of the SEC.
Yeah, BYU is just a disaster. I do think Tennessee at home is the play here. I don't love their inability to hit free throws, but I think they match up pretty well against this Vandy team, and they're at home. I think Tennessee's the move. Number one in the nation offensive rebounding percentage.
I mean, Vanderbilt kind of, if you look at the schedule, they kind of are one of these gatekeeper teams where they've mostly beaten the teams that are worse than them and lost to the teams that are better than them. And so
early on, I thought once they had some major injuries, like I thought they were like Final Four good.
No, I'm just saying if you look at their schedule in hindsight, they don't really have a ton of teams that they've beaten that ended up being
when they're
better than.
When they were healthy, they beat Alabama.
Yeah, that's the one.
They beat SMU. They won. They just destroyed VCU. They destroyed UCF at UCF, and then St. Mary's they beat by like 25. So like that's when everyone was healthy. I was like, damn, this team looks really sharp. But to your point, the schedule did get tougher, and also they got injured. So that's part of a little bit. It's same with BYU. They got injured, and the schedule got tougher. A little bit of both.
Yeah, and this is also a game where you have a massive rebounding edge for Tennessee, and so to me that it's always gross taking a Rick Barnes offense, but at home, massive rebounding edge, and Vandy kind of going not going the wrong direction, but not going in the right direction. Cincy, TCU.
This is the game we should talk about here because what? I mean, say the time. So
well, I was also shocked at the cartoon skunk you used for the Bearcat logo there.
Yeah, it doesn't look very
Cincinnati catching projected 2.5 points here on the road in Fort Worth, 11 a.m. tip on the West Coast. Cincy's on one right now.
That's what I'm saying. You got to think if Cincy can get this one. Right. That I mean, they've been hot right now. They're according to Bracket Matrix, they're the fourth team on the outside, and this would be a 10 seed win against TCU. TCU's projected as a 10 seed after that gigantic win at Texas Tech. It is a great spot to catch TCU. This is kind of like a playoff game because if TCU loses, I still think they're good with that win at Texas Tech, but they might be in the play-in game. So
both these teams are kind of on fire a little. I mean, granted, both their schedules got easier, but
TCU is a team that I still think is a tough matchup for anybody. Like they could lose to anybody, as you saw. Masterpiece No Limit Soldiers got them, but they're still like they could beat the best team. They can be like they could be a threat to knock down a 1 seed if you let TCU get like an 8-9 matchup. If they win this or something and win a couple games in the Big East or the Big 12 tournament, they could dethrone a 1 seed in the second round.
I kind of think TCU is the play just because of Cincinnati's playing great. I get it, but they still struggle on the road. They've been 3-6 ATS on the road all season. You look at like when and some of their, I mean, they did. I mean, I still don't understand. They won at Kansas. Which was huge, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still a little nervous about Cincinnati on the road.
But this is also they've been playing really good ball. I mean, they've 4 straight games. They've scored 80 or more in 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7.
But TCU's won 4 in a row.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're both kind of similar teams. Yeah. Maybe I've just watched more of Cincinnati, and I have written in my notes that I'm going to be taking a future on Cincinnati to win the Big 12.
I mean, TCU got Iowa State at home. They have some, they have some quality wins. Just coming off that Texas Tech win.
Wes Miller versus Jamie Dixon, both very strong hair situations.
And if you're worried about the letdown, TCU is 12-7 ATS off a win. So I'll go TCU. Colby, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take the Bearcats. TCU, I still feel like has and there's something about the Wes Miller, like ever since he. That one of the funnier stories this college basketball season when they got blown out by somebody. I forget who it was. Like 3 weeks.
He's crying.
Well, no, he then went to the front gates and was shaking the hands of the fans as they were leaving. You deserve better. You deserve better. I'm sorry. I apologize. Right? You deserve better. And ever since then, they kind of went on a run. It's like the players were like, "Man, this motherfucker is out. He's going crazy. Right? He's gonna get." You can get stabbed that way. I'm buying in to Cincy and TCU historically under Jamie Dixon after a big win. Like, okay, after a win, but after a big road win, there's a human element on that fucked up court. Right. Give me Cincinnati.
Court handicap.
Yeah.
Court handicap. Then you know you're in the sweet spot.
Well, he's right. It throws your eyeballs off when you got to watch a game at TCU. It's ridiculous. I'm in on Cincinnati right now. So I'll take them. And like I said, teaser alert to when we break down the Big 12, I will be playing Cincinnati to win that conference tournament. Florida, Kentucky.
And you'll be playing Cincinnati to win that conference tournament on all of those fucked up courts.
Oh yeah. I did. A couple people have brought up really good points, which is how long until this gets hacked?
Yeah.
And people just,
or they start putting crazy.
So you're
ads
playing on
it.
a giant penis.
Now I will be curious to hear
That
the
would be
players talk about how it feels to play on the surface. If it actually feels like a similar to the floor they normally play on. Florida in Lexington taking on Kentucky, projected to be laying 7.5. 1 p.m. tip here on the West Coast. That Wildcat looks like it already took a trip down to Florida and picked up its monthly supply. It's ready to go. Florida's too good. I'm not getting in the way of any of these 1 seeds. And I guess, I guess Florida maybe not a 1 seed. It's hard. It would be hard to give them the 1 seed over UConn, considering they did play each other this year. So maybe Florida just the best 2 seed. But I'm not getting. I'm just accept it. Florida's a good basketball team.
Colby, what do you do?
Kentucky's a mess. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know what to expect from Kentucky. They just got blown out at A&M. They have more to gain, but give me the Gators. And also, I think like Todd Golden probably circles these games because like Kentucky's the blue blood, most expensive roster in college basketball.
Also, that's Florida's the best team in the nation. ATS on the road. I don't think they get tripped up here. They roll. This Florida team's awesome. Not gonna fail.
Yeah. Gator.
I mean,
number 1 in the nation offensive rebounding.
They've lost 5 games, and 2 of them are to 1 seeds.
Yeah.
3 of them. They've lost to Arizona, Duke, and UConn. I mean, that actually makes them very easy to make them a 2 seed. Kentucky's. Give me Florida again. Just gonna keep it simple with these good teams. Take the good teams, fade the bad teams. Sean,
good strategy.
Let's head. Oh, speaking of which, Wisconsin and Purdue. Wisconsin just took Buzz out to the woodshed and did horrible things to him. I mean, just whatever happened, the saw is dead for the season. Purdue laying a projected 7.5 at home in West Lafayette against Wisconsin. 1 p.m. tip on the West Coast. I mean, I don't even know if you can say it was impressive what Wisconsin did against Buzz, other than he just needs a new season, I think. So what are we doing here with Purdue?
Fascinating matchup because Purdue stuck it to Wisconsin in Madison in early January.
89-73.
But Wisconsin, Purdue there's blood in the water right now with Purdue. They barely got out of Evanston.
Oh my God.
After 4 straight losses. And then the Badgers have been awesome on the road, especially at like since mid-January on, winning at Illinois, at Michigan. This is a fascinating game. I think it's one of the more fascinating games this whole weekend. I just believe this arena is enough for Purdue to get it. But
yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think I want to fade Wisconsin. I don't know. They've also had some not so great performances on the road over that same stretch, and so I think just from a matchup standpoint, assuming Purdue can get their shit together and close out the season.
I don't know if they can. Something's off with this Purdue team. I like Wisconsin in the revenge spot. I like Wisconsin with points. They're very good ATS on the road. I think this is a great spot for Wisconsin.
It's a bad. I'd say from a rebounding, it's a tricky matchup from a rebounding perspective, and I don't know. I think Purdue settles this or steadies the ship, take care of business, or steadies the train. I guess steadies the locomotive.
Kramer or Colby, what are you doing?
Boiler up.
It. Yeah,
really.
It.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy to see a tide turn, Colby. Let's head. Oh my goodness. Let's head to Fairfax, Virginia.
Perfect opportunity to get these shirts. All right.
Where it is the year 2029 and we are here for week 0.
At that bullshit, they're going to play it at that bullshit Redskins Stadium in DC. Looks like a shopping mall. It's like the Arlington Mall all over again. But
can't be happy about it.
Colby hates malls. Meanwhile, every other time you talk to Colby,
I
just got back from the mall.
You know why? You know why that is because I record in a garage all day. My wife's like, let's go see the world. Women always love malls, but also ever since you can rent one of these like electronic cars and you can control it with a controller, right?
Oh, you put White Tiger in there?
Yeah. So we just go around the mall and I'm just sitting there just dreaming of watching basketball and football. Mason's got to beat fucking St. Louis here. You look, I know you're fat blob of mayo. Is that him on the screen, by the way, Sean?
It looks like
it could be. Yeah. It could be. Remember, Billiken's just a good luck totem of some sort. Very strange, though.
They already clinched. All right, they already clinched the one.
Yeah, they were celebrating after that last game against Lowell.
A lot of people, including the Bet Detective, have them to go to the Final Four. I am a skeptic.
Really,
I am a gigantic skeptic. Whenever they leave the fucking of late, whenever they've left that stadium, they lost at Dayton, and they didn't just lose; they lost by like 20. They lost at a Rhode Island team that's trash. The time before the road trip before, well, they played Loyola Chicago and whooped them on the road, but they're terrible. The time before that at Davidson, they ended up winning by 9, but they were down, and that score is deceiving. That was like Davidson was up 90% of that game. I just questioned the Duquesne game. They win by 4. I don't think they're very good away from that building. I think George Mason's going to stick it to him. Tony Skinn, get up game. The standings for the A10. So obviously St. Louis clinched. They are, I guess, playing for seeding, so you can make that case. But as far as everything else, Mason has more to gain here in the A10 with them battling to stay ahead of Davidson than anything in this matchup, and it will be lit. So give me the Patriots. Let's go.
I'm with you. St. Louis, I saw just way too much celebrating on the court after the win over Loyola to think that they're going to get up and cover as a 6.5 point road favorite against a motivated Mason team. So yeah, I'm with you. Take
Mason
the points.
at home has been fire this year too. Their only losses to Dayton, right? So I mean, they've been pretty fire this year at home.
And Duquesne,
Kramer.
Did Duquesne get him?
Yeah,
they were 14-0 at one point, or 12-0 or something at home. Mason has struggled down the stretch, though. That is true.
Mason has.
I thought they looked good at VCU, though. I did. I thought they looked good at VCU.
Overall, they've lost 6 of 8, including 2, like half of the home games they've played. So I'll take. And this is in St. Louis is clearly the best team they've played. I will. I'll lay it. You know, I like some chalk. It comes down to this. You think Mason's going to be able to control the pace or not? Because if you think
I think Mason will be so much more physical than them.
Then
St. Louis plays like a little bitch team, dude. They got some guys that can shoot, but they play like
very emotional.
No, I'm serious. Like go back and watch the Dayton tape. Dayton, Anthony Grant's teams are dogs defensively, even in their down years when they can't shoot. Tony Skinn's team is always like that. They're a great defensive team. I think they can muck this game up.
I'm with Austin Vici in the chat. St. Louis is going to beat these phonies.
Look, I would love to see St. Louis go to the Final Four. I just think like they've given us a lot of evidence that away from the stadium, their home stadium, they're a little phony.
Okay. And me and Austin Vici disagree with you. Next up, New Mexico, Utah State, big matchup in the Mountain West. New Mexico travels away from the pit now to take on a reeling.
Winner gets the 1 seed.
A reeling Utah State team. Utah State projected to be 6.5 point favorites. If I didn't mention that about St. Louis, that's also the same number. Utah State bad loss.
This game is absolutely gigantic.
Pretty bad loss for New Mexico too, though.
You look at bracket. You look at bracket matrix here, and like New Mexico is projected to be in the play-in game in like majority of the brackets. So some people have them out, some people have them in, but majority have them in the play-in game. They need to win bad, but at the same time, Utah State does too. They blew that game to UNLV, and now it sets up for this. This is must watch, man. This is, what are you doing on your Saturday? Don't answer the phone calls. Don't listen to the wife. This is what you need to be watching here. Now, have you guys seen a game in Logan? It's like one of the best environments in college basketball. Eric Olin's in year 1 in New Mexico. Aggies.
You want me to, I think honestly, the first time Colby ever said that someone kept a good program, it was about Utah State. I do think that's when that phrase was coined.
I don't know. Utah State's a little suspect as of late. I mean, 1-3 in their last 4. Now, granted, the 3 losses were on the road. They're back here at home. Should get up after that bad loss at UNLV, but New Mexico coming in pretty hungry too. They lost at home to Colorado State. Game they were favored by like 8 points. So
they've also won on the road in quote unquote lit environments. Colorado State, Grand Canyon, even UNLV, an environment Colby loves and thinks is super lit all the time. I'm going to go with Utah State. I think they've actually done well. They have a greater sample size of them having good performances on the road than bad. So
wait, Utah.
Sorry, what am I saying?
You had
New Mexico. New Mexico.
So you're taking New Mexico.
Yes. I don't know what's going on right now. Well, a lot's going on in my. If there's a. One of my kids' school is on lockdown, so I've been reading some stuff on the side of it.
Down 765.
765. Yeah, no. So yeah, New Mexico on the road.
You know what? I'm going New Mexico plus 6.5. They looked like ass against UNLV.
They did. Or wait, New Mexico looked like ass against Colorado State too.
It's true. I'll take the points.
Less ass. 2
asses. I'll take the points.
All right. So just let me make sure I didn't flip my teams. Yeah, no, I like New Mexico in this one.
Well, it was just such a shock to your system that you took an underdog, right?
That's fair. You have to have a couple on every show. Otherwise, people will accuse you of just taking the favorites. Fort Collins, Colorado State laying 2.5 against Boise State. Another 1 p.m. tip on Saturday. Huge win for the Rams in a matchup that I think part of the main reason I really liked New Mexico is how well they typically defend the 3-point line. Didn't matter. Colorado State got the job done, and now they go home. And they've been absolutely on fire. What have they won their last 10 games, Colby?
8 games. And Ali Farouk Manesh, who's a March Madness legend, Kansas Jayhawk fans still cringe at the thought of his 3 at Northern Iowa to send Northern Iowa to what? Well, actually, I think that was the first round matchup, but they went deep that year at Northern Iowa. And man, the guy is having a wonderful, I talked to him at media days. And what's crazy is he was an assistant at CSU the past couple of years under Nico Medved, and I thought the same thing with Nico Medved last year was that, 2 years ago they had all these NBA guys on their team, right? Like 2 guys, right? At Colorado State, that's a big deal, right? And you thought, man, they lost everybody. Last year, Colorado State goes deep. I mean, they got robbed in the Maryland game because that was a travel. But they won in the NCAA tournament, and they weren't projected to be any good. Well, this year, some of those Colorado State guys followed Medved to Minnesota. The others graduated. I remember asking him, and he's like, "Well, there's only like one returning guy that actually knows the program, and he doesn't get major minutes." So like this is coaching 101 right here. You've watched them struggle early on in the season. Now they're sitting there at 20-10, won 8 straight games. I'm not getting in front of that train. This place will be absolutely lit. Give me the Rams.
And revenge. They lost 79-73 on January 16th in Boise. So a lot of situations teeing up here. And guess what Boise does not do? Defend the 3-point line very well. So Love Colorado State here.
Just ram it. Hey, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Love the Underdog Fantasy college basketball pick'em. 2 pick entries pay out 3.5x. 3 picks 6.5x. And of course on Underdog, when you use the promo code SGPN, play $5, get $75 in bonus funds. You can win up to 5,000 extra money. Colby, you got a 2 picker for us?
I do. Duke, Carolina, Saturday. Greatest rivalry in sports, and
really,
without question,
okay.
without question. Like as far as like delivering great games, I don't think anything is close. Like as far as like how many classic games, I don't even think anything is close. As far as rivalries, okay, you could tell me like poisoning trees and other shit, but like as far as delivering with,
they ever poison a fan of North Carolina or Duke. I know that someone punched a coach on the Duke staff, but have
allegedly. No, but I'm talking about like delivering the greatest actual product. And I think Duke and Carolina can have like a 50-year window of some of the greatest basketball games that's ever existed. And even some great football games too, and baseball games as well. So, Cam Boozer though, Duke got him. They let Carolina off the hook the first game. Like I had Carolina money line. I knew I stole money. I walked into a bank and stole money that day because Carolina had no business winning that game. No business. They got dominated all game. That's why Carolina should have stormed. All these morons like, you don't storm the court. No, context of the game matters. All right. And if they had no business winning that game, then you have these these ridiculous allegations by John Cryer, right? Which I'm sure that it's only spiced up this rivalry. I think Duke is going to be ready for this one. Cam Boozer higher than 22.5 points. Sign me up to that all day. Then we mentioned Darius Acuff. He's going to get his points wise. I don't want to get in front of any of that shit. He had 13 assists against Texas. Besides 28 points, not getting in front of that train. But what I will get in front of is the turnover train. He had 3 turnovers against Texas. He had 2 against Florida. He is a freshman. He had 4 against LSU. Give me the higher 1.5 turnovers on the road at Missouri.
Like that.
That's our play.
Okay. So we got Cameron Boozer higher 22.5 points. Darius Acuff higher 1.5 turnovers. $100 entry returns you $350. Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN, and we're also brought to you by Novig. You want to get in on the action? You hate Vig? I got a place for you. Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. Spend $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you use our promo code SGPN. Available in a ton of states. Get in right now. I miss you, Novig. Come back to California. I apologize for whatever happened. Novig, promo code SGPN.
Apologizing what? That guy that wanted to cancel football in high school is he's ruining companies now too.
He's doing it all.
It's a real bum. All right. Indiana, Ohio State. Ohio State laying 4.5 projected. 2:30 tip on the West Coast. Colby.
So this one, 2 bubble teams going at it. I mean, this is like Oklahoma State TCU, where you have one team that's inside of the bubble and could probably take a loss and still be okay, but I don't know actually because it's a little worse than TCU one because Ohio State's projected an 11 seed and in the middle of the 11, where TCU's at 10. In Indiana, the first team out according to Bracket Matrix. So depends on who you ask. They're either in or out. They are the top bubble team probably in America. I've been impressed with Diebler's cookies there, man. He's been doing a good job. They shit on me the other day with that Penn State play. I thought it was a perfect time to catch him. By the way, breaking news: Kim English fired at Providence. Seeing it here. Oh, funny how we won that argument when we were getting all that hate mail, right? And we didn't even. I even grew up a Providence fan with Eric Murdoch and Marty Conlon and everything. I told you that was just dumb hire, and I told you they would never get like Ed Cooley was a way better hire. Or they couldn't replace Ed Cooley with Kim English. Yeah.
Well, we were on Team Cooley.
That was the start of the argument. I don't even have anything against Kim English. I just thought like he wasn't qualified for the job. He didn't do a good enough job at George Mason. Get your shirts in the store for starting their football program. But back to this game though. Ohio State's kind of flying under the radar. They played really good lately. I'm going to take Ohio State. Indiana struggles to score on the road. So yeah, give me the Buckeyes. Let's go.
Kramer, what are you doing? I assume you're taking Ohio State as the favorite.
They've mostly been pretty good against teams that aren't elite or fringe elite teams, and Indiana is not that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna lay them. I feel like they're in pretty good form. Didn't trip up with a sleepy spot at State College. They'll be locked in for this one. And I'm just, I don't know. To me, like Indiana is in worse form right now, and so yeah, easy click for me.
I'll take Ohio State. I don't love it, but this number feels a little short. Give me Ohio State laying the 4.5.
Duke, North Carolina. Colby says this is the best rivalry in all of sport. 3:30 p.m. tip on the West Coast. Duke laying 14, and the greatest rivalry in sport has a 14.5 point spread. Sean?
Yeah, but
wow.
But let me show me a rivalry that's delivered better games each decade more consistently. You can't.
This is we might need to blur this out.
We already got our classic for the season. I mean, that game was an absolute classic, the first matchup.
I don't know how you could possibly take North Carolina here.
Yeah. I mean, especially with you got the DA of Chapel Hill coming at or whatever, Wake County, whatever the fuck it is, coming at John Shire. I mean, this.
Yeah, it feels like Duke's going to win by 20. What am I missing?
And especially knowing Carolina's a man down, you know what I mean? So as much as I said this game, we got our classic for this year. We probably will see this game again in the ACC tournament in Charlotte. But right now I'm not getting in front of Duke's train after dominating them in game 1 and then losing and them storming the court and all of the murders that happened on the court and at the Dean Dome. All right. It was like Valentine's Day massacre all over again. Yeah. Give me the Blue Devils. Lay it.
Let's go.
Oh, all of us on Duke laying the big number. What could possibly go wrong? Providence, Georgetown, Ed Cooley's. I doubt he thought he was going to get his last laugh this quickly.
I know. This is even better that they're playing right now.
Oh, it's so
this
great.
Is so perfect. They fire him right before Ed Cooley returns.
I don't understand why you fire him before the game. Don't you want to?
Maybe no. They probably let him coach out. But I'd say bottom line of ESPN right now just said Providence parts ways with Kim English, but they'll probably give him the option to finish the season like they did with Wayne Tinkle at Oregon State or Steve Lavin at San Diego.
I don't get that.
Ed Cooley and Georgetown. Well, this isn't even about Georgetown. Ed Cooley -1.5 projected against Providence in DC. 5 p.m. tip on the West Coast. I grew up a Georgetown fan. I'm back. Give me Ed Cooley.
Yeah.
Put the nail in the coffin. You know.
Yeah.
Shove the coffin off the ship.
How is Providence going to get up for this game?
Actually, that's probably why they released the news, is hoping that they get the 1 game bump to beat Cooley. A lot of times, you get that. That's probably why they announced that. But
if he's still coaching, I don't know. I'll take Georgetown here. Kramer or Colby, what are you doing?
Yeah, we're team Georgetown here. You know.
Yeah. Fuck Providence.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not. There's nothing to handicap here. Like whatever this is. This is like the carcass is still breathing. We need to make sure it's all the way dead. Oklahoma, Texas, in Austin. It's a big basketball rivalry too. I'm told Texas laying 5.5 projected. 5:30 p.m. on the left coast. Is this going to be Porter Moser's last regular season game as the coach of Oklahoma?
Probably, but hey,
God damn, this guy is so good looking. They can't fire him.
I mean, I'll just say this: they're 16-14. They've won 3 straight. They just beat Mizzou. There's still a chance these guys can get there. There's still a chance. It's like
they got to win their conference tournament, right?
I don't think so. I think they just need to get a couple rounds in, win this. Cause another thing is Texas is a 10 seed right now. So split. They lost the first matchup with Texas, I believe. You win this, Texas might go back to an 11 seed, right? And then you win a couple rounds in the NCAA tournament. I mean, they still have some nice wins on the season, like within like in general. I mean, like they've done a decent job. It's a weird team. Like he does this every year, but normally he just misses out every year. That's just, normally what's happened at Oklahoma is they are good enough to just miss out.
Should have stayed in Chicago.
I'm going Texas here. I think they get it done. They just got their asses kicked. Against Arkansas after that nice win against Texas A&M. They've struggled a little bit as of late, but they're still pretty good at home. 8-2 ATS for the season at home. I'm horns up, baby.
I think I'm with you because this building is really hard to win at. Like this is a good home environment they've created there in Lubbock. In Austin.
I mean, look, they lost to Florida and they lost to A&M at home, which the A&M game they avenged, and then you have Virginia earlier in the year. It just seems like I'm with you. I'll take the home team. Porter Moser is coaching where next year, Colby?
I'm going to say Butler. I think he fits in with their identity at Butler.
Yeah. Get him back to a private school in a city.
I could also see St. Louis because I think Schertz is going to leave St. Louis. I think he could get a big job. And I could see St. Louis because I think, obviously he's a Midwest guy. Chicago, St. Louis rivalry. Harry Carey did it. Why not Porter Moser?
They like the private schools like to hire guys who understand how to operate at private schools. Alabama, Auburn. Speaking of a rivalry where people actually care, so I think they'd be pretty upset to hear that you think Duke Carolina is bigger than Alabama Auburn. 5:30 p.m. on the left coast. 8.5 point favorites. The Bama Roll Tide.
It's Auburn's trash.
That's a hilarious Auburn logo.
Look, yeah, I mean, Alabama just lost at Georgia, bounced back. They come home. It was a look ahead spot. That was our reason why we took Georgia. Auburn's been playing with fool's gold all year.
It's a smash spot for Alabama. And this Auburn team is just not good. I mean, look at them since, just January, basically the end of January till now, they've won 2 games, both at home. And they've not looked good on the road either. So, I mean, getting blown out by Oklahoma.
Bruce Pearl thinks they're pretty good though.
Yeah, I don't see it. Give me Alabama rolls. I'm with Colby. Rolls Tide.
Auburn currently, team 2 on the outside looking in. They probably need this pretty badly. Again, 8.5 is the projection. Must be a glitch in the matrix for the slide. I'm also going to lay it. I was pretty disappointed by the Alabama performance last game. I can't believe I went against I cannot believe that I took Alabama against Blue Cane, and I regretted it. Texas Tech laying 1.5 against BYU. I don't know how you can take BYU at all. I'm kind of okay with. I mean, at first we thought we should fade Texas Tech down the stretch once they lost. Toppin
State.
No, they did lose to TCU. Not a good spot there, but I'm completely out on this BYU squad right now. So
100%.
That Iowa State game is just a weird outlier. I think Texas Tech rolls here.
Yeah, good bounce back spot for them. This BYU team is just a mess. You can't bet this BYU team, can you, Colby?
I think you might be able to get them. Like right now, just because the altitude, you're coming off the loss. They still have Texas Tech has a 7-man rotation. That shit is tough when you go on the road here at a place like this. Give me the Cougs to get a big one.
Little yapper.
No thanks.
All right, time for 3 locks and a dog. Colby, you go first. What do you like?
Let's go to let's start with Tennessee -3.5 against Vanderbilt.
Like it?
Oh yeah.
Let's take Colorado State -2.5 against Boise.
Like it?
It's a good play.
Texas -5.5 against Oklahoma.
Like that
as well.
It's solid, but not. I like the other ones better.
The dog to win outright. No.
Not seeing a lot of dogs on my card.
I'm not seeing a lot of mine either. George Mason beats St. Louis.
Ooh, okay.
Get your football t-shirts. It start. Some say this win will be the catalyst.
Did he pick George Mason just to?
Of course, that's ridiculous.
Some say that this will be the catalyst in them starting a football program.
Will it? Okay.
Get your shirts in the store. Promo code March sg.pn/store.
This guy.
Startyourfootballprogram.com. Colorado State.
There you go. That
lock. Miami lock. Florida laying 7.5 lock. Wisconsin on the money line. Have you guys watched Purdue lately? The Staples roll. Kramer?
Yes. Tennessee lock.
Like it.
Miami lock. Georgetown lock. Dog Cincinnati.
Ooh, okay.
I also really like Colorado State. But we only had 3. Sean insists only 3.
There's a couple other lock. I was close to finding Virginia Tech, Texas.
Yeah.
There's a bunch I like.
Yeah.
I'm going to be loading up on Kalshi and of course using promo code SGPN. Kramer, we got the American East to break down.
Let's do it. Colby, let's see that beautiful American East bracket, which, we're a classic small conference. Shout out to Jersey Mike's for footing the bill. Also look at Colby getting the hashtags in there too. They are playing at campus sites all the way through. No need for that neutral site nonsense. And guess what? Even though they're at neutral sites, they're playing during the day. So shout out to the America East Conference. We typically this is like the stapler of stapler conferences. Although UMBC forever will be remembered for defeating Virginia and us watching a guy get carried around the Venetian Sportsbook. First up, these games are on Saturday, 10 a.m. on the West Coast. New Hampshire, the 8 seed, UMBC, the 1 seed. I'm seeing a 12.5 point projection. Colby, you like the River Retrievers or whatever they're technically called?
Chesapeake Retrievers, which is a great mascot.
Whatever that is.
You don't know what a Chesapeake Retriever is? That's one of the best dogs you can get, buddy. I know you're anti-dog with your
I like dogs. I'm just saying there's a million.
They make great dog food.
There's a million retrievers. It's just like settle down already.
Well, I feel like you're making it. I think is the top retriever out there.
I feel like you're making it up.
They're the 1 seed. They're the 1 seed in
made up retrievers. It's not a real dog.
Look, UMBC's won 9 straight games. Make it a 10th because New Hampshire's trash.
Okay.
But I do think interesting odds with them winning potentially 10 straight games here. Doesn't happen that often in this conference. I'll say that.
Well, in New Hampshire, they lost to him, but they almost got him in Baltimore there. They only lost by a point. And when they played in the regular season, and then they lost by 18 or 22 at home, I guess they're splitting the difference.
Yeah. New Hampshire's in really. I mean, they did and they're coming off a double overtime game on Tuesday.
Yeah, I guess you could get cute, and that's what Colby's floating the idea of. It's hard to win 10 games.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's this game. I think we should have a conversation about it when we get to the.
What do you mean have a conversation? He likes the future. I see.
I'll lay
he's
the
winking at us furiously.
I'm not going to get cute and take New Hampshire.
No, why would you do that, Sean? We have a bit. I mean, we almost need to add a commandment show before the conference tournaments where we remind ourselves about these crappy. These sub we should almost call them the basketball
sub-zeros.
No, we'll call them I've heard them referred to as low majors. I like basketball subdivision. 5 seed Albany, 4 seed UMass Lowell. Lowell laying 3.5. Another 10 a.m. tip here on the left coast, another campus site. Awesome. I mean, Albany has one of the best.
Yes.
The
Great Danes. Are they not great? Are they just Danes?
Average Danes. No,
I got no problem with Great Danes. I mean, I feel bad because I know they don't live very long lives, but they're enormous dogs. It is kind of crazy when you see someone in Los Angeles with one of those. I guess I assume you're a bad person if you're keeping a Great Dane in an apartment.
Really, I disagree. They need love, man. They don't need that hate that your old hokey quarterback was throwing out.
No,
there.
I would prefer
they have
they
massive shits too.
Oh, so you'd rather you want to lock up a big dog
in an apartment? That's no problem. I mean,
you're basically handling human. I mean, you're handling a full size human shit. It would be like if you're walking around and you take a shit on the ground and pick it up. That's essentially what you're dealing with.
Well, that's why you can leave it, right? Is just say another one of these LA homeless trash shitting in the neighborhood.
Just a vagrant. My bad. Lowell laying projected 3.5. Colby, what are we doing?
Look, Albany does have a fire logo. It's one of my favorites. One of the best mascots in all the college hoops, but their program's trash. I will take Lowell, who's young and getting better. So I'll lay it with Lowell. They've shown development throughout the season.
Who was their quarterback that we loved?
Offenberger, who will be starting at Akron next year.
How is he not playing basketball? Remember that sick ass highlight reel we saw him?
Yeah, let's go. Big Paul.
So you're not taking the points. You're laying the points.
Yep, not a lot of greens in these matchups, even when you click on conference. But Lowell is leading the conference in offensive rebounding percentage. I'll ride with Colby.
They 0-2 on the year, and they weren't particularly close. So I'm surprised at how short this number is.
Quick score update: ECU. Colby, not looking good.
What happened?
Down
not
20. No, but this is the time to do it in the first half because we've historically came back from these big leads.
They're down 18.
Deficits.
Sean,
20
it's
right
better.
now.
It's better to be down 20 in the first half than the second half. Sean.
That's true.
That's what Cobra.
Hit that. Oh my God. Come on. It's basket interference.
He sounds like he's trying to pronounce Louisville. 11 a.m. on the West Coast. Vermont taking on Bryant. The 2-7 matchup. Vermont projected to be favored by 12.5. Great looking bulldog with Bryant there. Meanwhile, that cat looks like he's about to go into the back room and open a old wooden chest and pull a man out of it. Colby, why are you giggling?
I thought I knew you so well, dude. I knew you were gonna say some shit about this Vermont.
He's got a dainty little hat on. Kind of reminds me of.
Oh, stop it! That's what this Vermont cat is saying.
Well, it reminds me of in The Sopranos, the closeted guy who goes up to Vermont and starts his own little bed and breakfast, making those Johnny cakes. I mean, he's looking right at you here.
Yeah. Let's go. Catamounts. Brian's terrible. Brian's terrible. This gym will be packed, by the way. Take the 21.5 live with the Pirates. We're good for that.
Vermont keeps a good program. Can't you hear Colby saying that? They also, like Colby also said, Bryant asks, first game 10 points, second game 27 points.
Lesson learned, Bryant. You don't fire your coach just for them having sex with the student above 21 years old and having an 8-ball in his drawer of his office.
Wait, was it
stays locked in?
Was it the cocaine or the student? Which one was the fire? What caused him to get fired?
I'm not sure, but to me, that's like, isn't that what you're supposed to do when you give a guy $1 million?
Lock in.
Yeah, he's passionately like. Why have you seen the transfer portal? What coach isn't doing blow to keep up with the transfer portal?
I was going to say it's he's clearly trying to work hard, and I guess you could argue that him finding relations close to the office maybe is an efficiency play.
Pop fizz. Oh, what a relief it is, right? Let's go.
Vermont, I'm with you. Give us the sassy cats. Maine. Is this correct that the New Jersey Institute of Technology is the 3 seed in the America
the 1
East?
seed. They shit the bed. They were the 1 seed the whole year.
They're taking on Maine again. Great bear logo. NJIT projected to be laying 3.5. The Highlanders. It's fabulous. Sean, I don't know what's going on with the bear from Maine.
It's very
it looks
sad.
It kind of looks like
how many bear, cats, and variations do they have in this conference?
I told you this whole shit, a bunch of unoriginal piles of shit out there. Like
I'll tell you what, Colby, I take back my bear comment about this one because this looks like a real bear got depressed and
put
like
me in the game, coach.
maybe it's dare I say, is this bear transitioning to something? Doesn't look much like
looks
a bear
like he's
anymore.
taking a shit.
That there is that. Looks really sad. Anyway,
Yeah.
NJIT, a 3 seed. What a world.
Well, and this is named after the Tibetan blue bear. Are you familiar with that, Kramer?
I'm not familiar with the Tibetan blue bear. What is that, Colby?
Well, it's just a rare subspecies of the brown bear. But
oh wow, it's a real thing. Got it. Not AI.
There's a couple different blue bears too. There's the glacier, I think, Alaskan blue bear as well. So there's a couple blue bears out there. You didn't know that.
I didn't.
As a
know
bear,
that.
see, I thought you followed these bear accounts well. Turns out
I'm not. I'm mostly. Yeah, I mostly study the domestic bears.
Well, there's a world out there, buddy. Maine, give me them in the points. NJIT's lost 4 in a row down the stretch. Maine's offense is awful, but their defense is good. They stay around.
One of these dogs hang around. Give me Maine.
Yeah,
Kramer, NJIT.
They split the road team winning each game. Yeah, give me the Highlanders. That bear logo is just not backable. I wish you could have chosen the normal Maine logo, Colby. It would have changed my handicap altogether. All right, let's take a look at the odds.
this is this is what I'm talking about here. So 10 straight wins after New Hampshire here for UMBC, and you're telling me at -270 you're going to play that? No. It is Vermont plus 210.
Yes.
And frankly, it's only Vermont.
Hold on.
Or plus 220. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
What's that?
What are you laughing at?
I'll let you guys where's Waldo for a second. It stood out to me because I was like, wait a second, that's not right. Colby's got the 2023.
Oh, Jersey Mike's.
Did I fuck this up? Oh my gosh.
Oh well, the bracket still works.
No, it's not the right bracket.
No, I know. I'm kidding.
Yeah. All right. Well, give me 5 seconds here.
Hold on.
No, come on. We can't.
We got the bracket right here.
All right, Kramer, bring up the non-2023 bracket.
You don't worry about it.
I still like Vermont though.
Oh, actually, wait. I might not have a bracket either. I just have a list of game times.
No, I got you. Hang on.
All right. Futures wise, it's UMBC heavy chalk as the 1 seed, Vermont plus 220 as the 2 seed, and then everyone else is 16-1 or longer with NJIT 16-1, 20-1 for UMass Lowell, and then we don't even need to go any further than that because we all basically pick chalk. Maine is 130-1 if you guys want to get cute.
Nah, Vermont's the play.
Give me a second here. We're showing this.
Colby's gonna fight one of us.
Well, I had a quick turnaround on this one, man. I had a quick turnaround, so you had to really be going through.
Aching.
You guys in your fucking.
I thought
schedule.
you like talking college hoops, Colby.
This is ridiculous.
Where did that go? Hang on. 5 more seconds. Keep talking about the retrievers.
There's nothing much. We're already done talking about it. We don't even need the prop.
Do it. So deep
Colby,
dive
you're on
retrievers.
Vermont or UMBC?
No, Vermont is the play. UMBC is going to win 10 games in a row. Are you kidding me? They do reseed like the NFL playoffs. All right, so food for thought if there are some upsets. But here you go.
Who would play at home? Because UMBC beat them at home. All of that for this. Looks like someone you just made this, didn't you?
I just quickly made this right now. Yeah. So I think Vermont is capable. So you're telling me UMBC with 10 straight wins getting Vermont. I think that's a dangerous team. I think that there's only one play. Take Vermont. The other side is who the fuck knows. Lowell, I guess, because they're young and they're growing up right before our eyes, has value. But yeah, I mean, okay, give me Vermont, give me Lowell.
Lowell is 20-1.
Sprinkle a little bit on Lowell.
I'm just sticking with Vermont. I don't need anything else. Vermont gets it done. We're going to be betting on them in the tourney.
Give me UMBC. I'm not on Vermont.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Love a good minus 270.
Love it. You can find a minus 170 at the Blue Book right now.
Oh, there
for
you
what
go.
it's worth. All right, let's move along to the Big Sky. Love the Big Sky, aka Starch Madness. Talking potatoes. We're in Boise. They have a pretty standard bracket, a couple play-in games, and then we get to it. I will say they don't. The teams
great logo with the side of fries there.
And they give themselves the 1 and 2 seed play on Sunday after the playing game Saturday, which gives them an extra day of rest because the other first round games aren't until Monday. Now, could you play them all in one day? Probably. Northern Arizona, the 10 seed, Idaho State, the 9 seed. Again, we're in Boise. So you got to think this is a true road spot for Northern Arizona. So give me the Idaho State, Bengals home. I'm taking the Idaho sides. Spoiler alert, as they play here in their home state.
Colby, what are you doing?
Yeah, I think NAU's job might open. By the way, call Wayne Tinkle.
Yeah,
call him.
Idaho State, 10 percentage points better at the line.
Really?
Yep.
And they're basically at home.
Yeah,
basically at home.
Vandals travel.
Sacramento State, AKA what were you calling them the other day? Shack State. There you are. Another copyrighted photo of Shaquille O'Neal on the screen. Taking on Idaho, the Vandals, and also shout out to Moscow, Idaho. Beautiful, beautiful part of the state. Like I said, I'm projected to be laying 5.5, and once again, I'm taking the home Idaho squads right now.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Wait, you don't have to take them. I'm telling you, I'm taking them.
Shack State away from the nest has been terrible, and Idaho, I think, it's got some value in the Big Sky. Give me the Vandals.
I'm going with Shack State, baby. They hit their free throws. They create a bunch of turnovers. They're going to give Idaho a little problem there.
Well, they did lose twice by margin.
Yeah, double revenge.
Northern Colorado. What's that, Colby?
You see, you're only down 25 right now.
All right. We're all, well, Sean's pulling for you. I am not pulling for you. Northern Colorado, Montana, the 4-5 matchup. This one's not till Monday. Northern Colorado laying 2.5. Colby.
Northern Colorado is the best team in this conference. I will take Northern Colorado to win this game.
Kramer, what are you doing?
I would say that in general, the 5 seed being favored by 2.5 tells me everything I need to know. I'm also going to lay it.
Yeah, tough to make a case for Montana.
Also, look at that bear. Look at that. A couple of good
bear
bears
on
here.
bear.
A couple of good bears here.
We've seen like 25 bears in this episode.
Well, this country used to be covered with bears until these humans stole their land.
Montana struggles to get the offensive rebounds. Give me Northern Colorado laying the 2.5.
I wonder if there were activists that didn't want to kill the bears back when they were first settling.
The bears killed them,
there. And it's like, well, they're killing us first, just defending ourselves. Weaver State, Eastern Washington, 7 p.m. on Monday, the 9th. Eastern Washington projected to be laying 2.5. Colby.
This one's interesting. They were on fire. Dan Munson's bunch. Not going to get Munson out in the middle of nowhere. And they took an L the other night. But Weber, same thing. They'd won like 3 or 4 in a row. So they're both coming off losses. Give me E-Dub. I think they're playing better basketball the final month of the season. Don't feel great about this one because Weber's definitely improved as well. But E-Dub, Munson's a better coach.
Eastern Washington, number 1 offense in the conference. I think that carries them against Weber's like 7th in the defense. Yeah, this is a good matchup for Eastern Washington. They roll, baby.
Just played a couple weeks ago. Eastern Washington thumped them. Lay it.
All right, now let's talk tourney odds here.
One of the more compelling set of odds in the tournament, just because it's fairly flat. You have a couple, most of the teams in the play-in round that have no chance. Idaho being given some respect with a plus 950 price.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that. By the way, that's my dog here. I think the Vandals are pretty good. And when I look at Eastern Washington, Weber, Montana State, they're capable of beating any of those teams. So give me the Vandals out of the south side of the bracket and the north side, Northern Colorado. I think they're the best team in the conference. They were injured early. At plus 425. Give me the Bears to run through it. The only other play that I do think Montana State's pretty good. So like I can see how they had that, because throughout the whole year, if you throw out the injuries Northern Colorado had, or if you factor them in, Montana State's been the best team, I think, throughout the whole year, even though Portland State won the regular season.
Well, and Portland State just lost to Montana State as well.
But that was in Bozeman, to be fair.
Yeah, but still, I'm sure it has something to do with these odds.
Northern Colorado coming in red hot. They're
the best team, dude. They're the best team.
Plus 425 on the money line. Good path as well. That's it for me. Kramer, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm also taking Northern Colorado, and then in the bottom part of the. So you like Idaho to upset Montana State? I
just think it's a game. I don't feel like I think Idaho's.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Give me some Idaho action.
That's right.
And Moscow, a city that's near and dear to my heart. Moving along.
Chickabee burgers.
Chickabee.
Yeah. Also, the bed and breakfast, just a beautiful scene. Southland Conference.
What happened? Why is this not going any further? Okay.
There you go. Which they implement the mini flying V, aka the boomerang, with a single double buy system.
I think we talked about this the other night too. This is on campus at McNeese State, because McNeese was going to. So the Southland recently, Stephen F. Austin and a few other schools. Was it Nichols? Maybe no, it wasn't Nichols. Stephen F. Austin and somebody else. Maybe it was there was a couple of these teams that were in the WAC, right? Or the UAC. They came back to the Southland. But prior to that, the Southland was about to blow up as a conference. Credit to their conference commissioner for keeping the conference together. But they had to give way. McNeese was going to jump ship. So they basically said, hey, you can play the conference tournament on your campus if you stay in this conference.
It's such a weird concession to give a team.
It's either that or they weren't going to exist. So I don't blame them. Like the conference was not going to exist. You had to do something to keep the
of course. I'm just saying it's silly, right? As the 2 seed hosting, now they're hosting the conference tournament in beautiful Lake Charles. Let's hop into the first round. 8 seed Houston Christian, 5 seed the make them say New Orleans No Limit Soldiers, or whatever Colby's calling them for short. New Orleans projected to be laying 5.5. 3 p.m. tip here on Sunday. Colby. Oh wow. Looks like he's running. It looks like a man's trying to kill that animal there. YouTube.com/sports gambling podcast. What are you doing in this one?
Tulsa's just not missing today. Yeah, I'm all over the No Limit Soldiers, man. Good story, okay. Houston Christian. Your program's improving. You were D2 not that long ago. You got to the Southland tournament. It comes crashing down here as the No Limit Soldiers get that dub.
Make them say, very good at the free throw line and offensive rebounding. New Orleans, the 30th in the nation offensive rebounding percentage. So I like them a lot here.
Yeah. You want to talk about a discrepancy in the futures pricing, a 10-to-1 ratio with 300-to-1 for Houston Christian, 30-to-1 for New Orleans. Both, I mean, it's just, they don't have a chance to win this thing, but I'm going to lay it in the first round with Nolans. Second game, 5:30 p.m. on the West Coast. Again, on the campus of beautiful McNeese in Lake Charles. Nichols, the Nazis, laying 1.5 against Northwestern State, who does not exactly look like a good guy either. Colby, are we laying it with Nichols here?
We are. We are taking the Nazis with Nichols. Look, this is a team that's got some talent. Northwestern State is chippy though. What would you say the line you said it was?
I projected it to be 1.5 for Nichols.
Ooh. You know what?
You want to move it?
No, give me Northwestern State.
Oh, whoa. Well, that was a rapid
double revenge.
Rick Cabrera.
Double revenge, short number. Give me Northwestern State. Fuck the Nazis. I don't care what Kramer says.
You and your double revenge.
It's a fun angle. Nichols is 67% from the line in conference. It's gonna come. That's gonna matter in a close neutral site game.
I like that. They also can turn over their opponent, and Northwestern State is free and willing to do so. So I'm gonna take Nichols, the Nazis with Colby, and that's that. The winners of those games will play in the semifinals. Sorry, quarterfinals. Look, Colby, let's bring up those futures.
Sorry, I'm just watching ECU get destroyed.
Steven Glansberg in the chat saying I should ban myself from gambling, allowing Colby to sell me on this snake.
Well,
ECU.
You should.
It's funny. You didn't. I guess you weren't on them on the money line against Memphis on Sunday when they won outright at what +300 or something.
It's a different game, but yes.
I mean, come on.
They've cut it to 25.
Steven, you absolutely should impose a suspension on yourself for not identifying the situation that is Colby in a little too much of an emotional spot. All right. We have McNeese at +115, Stephen F. Austin is at +125. So the 2 seed is slightly
the Mexicans +700.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're hot.
UT RGV, get a good case of that down there by the border. Texas A&M Corpus Christi 17-1. Nolans 30-1. Nichols 130-1. Northwestern State 200-1, and Houston Christian 300-1.
Yeah, I'm all over UTRGV. They're playing very good ball. They're top 3 in top 3 offense, third in offense, 4th in defensive efficiency. I think they can hang around. And I don't think they're scared of anyone in this conference. Decent path too. They've only lost 2 games since January 17th.
I think Stephen F. Austin's the best team in this conference. I will take the +125. I'll back it up with the No Limit Soldiers, the dangerous No Limit Soldiers at +3000. They won at TCU this year.
I'll do a little sprinkle on New Orleans. They're a fun team at 30-1.
Give me. I'm copying Colby here, Stephen F. Austin, and only because it seems like it's a team play. We're going to take Nolans. We can get paper tickets on this one out at the Circa.
Oh, very fun.
So always fun to get a long shot there. Yeah, let's fade McNeese.
Let's go. All right, good times as always. We'll be back at it live on VSiN, 7:00 Pacific, YouTube TV, Sirius XM channel 158, and of course podcast audio. We'll be dropping right here on the Sports Gambling Podcast feed. Check out the College Experience daily college basketball picks pod, picking every game against the spread. Start your football program.com, promo code March, get 15% off and 50% off everything in the SGPN merch store, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. And hey guys, we're grinding it out. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Hit us up on Apple Podcasts, 5 stars, leave us a nice review. It helps, and it helps us defeat corporate gambling. It's good for the algorithm, Ryan. That's what the kids say.
Yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
And Colby apologized for ECU.
Start your podcast program here. That's what we did. Right.
And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
StartYourFootballProgram.com.
Kramer, let it ride.
Football. I am an East Carolina fan. Football. I am an East Carolina fan. Football. I am an East Carolina fan.